Every few years, a new machine sparks the same old fear that it will take our jobs and leave nothing behind. Today, that machine is artificial intelligence. But before we panic, let's actually look at what the evidence says and what it doesn't. This isn't the first time people have asked this question. Weavers feared the mechanical loom. Farmers feared the tractor. Office clerks feared the computer. Each time, some jobs did disappear. But new jobs, ones nobody could have predicted, appeared to replace them. The question is whether AI will follow that same pattern or break it. So what exactly is AI good at right now? Today's systems excel at pattern recognition. Think of a student who has read a million essays and can now guess, with uncanny accuracy, what a good sentence looks like. That's essentially how large language models work. They don't understand the world the way a human does. They predict likely patterns based on enormous amounts of data. This makes AI remarkably good at repetitive, predictable tasks. Sorting emails, drafting routine reports, summarizing documents, generating first drafts of code. But it still struggles with things that require true judgment, physical dexterity in unpredictable environments, or deep human trust. A machine can write a poem, but it cannot comfort a grieving family in a hospital room. So the real question isn't simply will AI take jobs? It's which parts of which jobs will change, and how fast. Economists who study this closely tend to separate jobs into tasks, not titles. A single job, like being a lawyer, might contain 20 different tasks. AI might handle 3 of them well. That means many jobs won't vanish outright. Instead, they'll be reshaped, with AI absorbing the repetitive parts, and humans focusing more on judgment, persuasion, and relationships. This is often called augmentation rather than automation. The tool becomes like a very fast, very tireless assistant, not a full replacement for the person in the room. We've actually seen this pattern before with calculators. Accountants didn't disappear when calculators became common. Their jobs shifted toward analysis and advice, tasks calculators couldn't do. Still, some roles are more exposed than others. Jobs built almost entirely around repetitive digital tasks, like basic data entry or simple transcription, face the most direct pressure. Meanwhile, jobs that rely on physical adaptability in messy real-world environments, like plumbing or emergency repair work, remain much harder for current robots to replicate. And jobs built on deep human trust and emotional nuance, like therapists, teachers, and caregivers, remain firmly human territory, at least based on what current AI can genuinely do. It's important to be honest about uncertainty here too. Researchers don't fully agree on how fast these changes will happen, or how large the overall impact on employment will be. Some studies suggest tens of millions of jobs could be significantly altered within a decade. Others urge caution, noting that past predictions about automation have frequently overestimated job losses. What most experts do agree on is this: the skills that matter will shift. Being able to work alongside AI tools may soon matter as much as any single technical skill. Think of it like the shift from typewriters to computers. It wasn't computer scientists who thrived afterward, it was anyone willing to learn to use the new tool well. So what should someone entering the job market actually do? Most career experts suggest leaning into skills that are hard for machines: critical thinking, communication, and adaptability. Learning to use AI tools directly, rather than avoiding them, is also increasingly seen as valuable. Much like knowing how to use a spreadsheet became essential decades ago. It's also worth remembering that new job categories are already emerging, roles like AI trainers, prompt engineers, and ethics auditors, none of which existed just a few years ago. History suggests technology rarely destroys work entirely. It relocates it. But that transition can be genuinely difficult for people caught in the middle of it, and that struggle deserves honesty, not dismissal. So will AI take your job? Probably not all of it. But it may quietly take some of your tasks, reshape your daily work, and reward those willing to adapt alongside it. The real story isn't man versus machine. It's a slow, uneven negotiation between human skill and new tools, one that's still being written, one workplace at a time.